Hey, it's the Weege Show. We got to put sunglasses on, but it's not actually warm at all. It's going to be a beautiful weekend for racing. This guy's Jeff Emig. Remember him?
Right now.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
So Jeff Emig used to do TV with us, used to race, used to do a lot of things, but you're back and you're current again.
That's right.
You're going to be in the chair this weekend.
Groundhog Day.
And it's going to be like vacation for me because I've had a lot of on-the-job training this year with a lot of noobs. We got a lot of reps with this guy, so this should be pretty fun. And we're going to preview it with the Weege Show. And I do know that Dylan Ferrandis is still at the racetrack, so my goal is to try to get over to the Monster Energy Yamaha Star Racing rig. It's not that bad. Oh, so he can't escape. So we're going to get, even at 5:30, he's at the track. We're going to get actual guests on the Weege Show. You don't want to hear what I have to say. Probably don't want to hear what he has to say. No. But Fro, you've been watching this year. Been watching?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you've been paying attention?
Watch everyone, yeah.
And honestly, not just because you knew you would be doing Unadilla. I mean, you never lost the fanness, the passion, the interest, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, the last races there at Washougal.
Yeah, you got it.
It was just really intense. Like, and so now we come to a track here where, you know, speaking of the 450 class, last time around, neither Tomac nor Sexton won the motos, right? Temperature's going to be cool. Roxon kicks ass here.
Ooh.
So you just never know what can happen.
That's right. And it goes back to your old theory. You've said this a million times. Two guys, when they start getting locked into a title fight, you see the level elevate.
Oh yeah, and they totally have. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting. And the great thing is there's a chance that they could be named to the Motocross of Nations team together.
Yes,
also, so
I feel that the credentials are there. We're waiting on that apparently until Bud's Creek. All right, Ferrandis is setting the sag, I think, on his bike. He's trying to put on as much weight as possible. Are you shooting me, shooting you?
No, I'm just taking a picture.
You're just taking a picture. Oh, it's all good.
Guys.
I don't know. I probably signed some sort of waiver that's okay. Yeah. So this guy's back. I think he's trying to put as much weight on as possible to replicate the weight of him in gear. So when they set up the sag on this bike, it's actually realistic. Or maybe that's his mask. Like, you don't know it's really Dylan Ferrandis. It could be somebody else.
Look at that. Look at that fro coming out the back.
You're working on it, bud. Yeah, I got the little... You are working on it. Wow. He's working on it.
I got the Ferrandis started.
It's not too bad. Ferrandis started. Okay, welcome back. Ryan Dungy's here.
I'm catching him.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, you're working on it. You're going to be true fro again. So Ferrandis is back. This is big news. So we don't normally see this. It's the Weege Show, by the way, brought to you by the new Honda CRF450R for 2023. They've changed the engine character, made some frame changes to improve the handling as well. And a lot of the great features that you already liked about that bike are there. So that is the new. Well, I quickly turned. Do you see how I did that? I turned, and I was hoping I get it all the way down there where Honda is. And that new bike should be in dealers soon. So see how life's better on a Honda. Go to powersports.honda.com and learn about some of the changes to that bike, which is available in 3 flavors now. The Retro Edition, which has the blue seat and the gold rims, kind of like a 1980s throwback. I really like the look of that one. The regular CRF450R, and the Works Edition, which is back with a lot of cool additional parts on the bike that actually makes it a pretty good value if you tried to build that bike on your own. So go to the Honda website and pick one of those new CRF450Rs and see which one works best for you. So Ferrandis is back. We've also got, yes, it's happening. Malcolm Stewart is racing Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. He's going to start this weekend. He has not done it in 2014, so we're going 8-9 seasons. Bevo.
Yes,
Bevo. So we are celebrating 50 years of Pro Motocross, AMA Nationals.
Correct.
Unadilla goes as far back as anything. You go as far back. Yes. So how long have you been coming to Unadilla?
1 second.
Okay.
Somebody moved that rock.
You can tell?
I've been here.
You know every inch. Every inch.
Yeah.
When did you first come to Unadilla? Can you go 60s on us or just like 70?
First time here was probably 72, 73.
Okay, that's pretty good. Not Nationals though, right? They had everything but Nationals here.
That was for the Grand Prix, the Trans Am.
Trans Am.
At the end of the year.
So, were you here for the epic DeCoster-Hanna wars in Trans Ams?
Oh yeah.
And they were good?
Oh yeah.
And what was the crowd like?
The crowd was, the racing was wild.
Yeah.
And the crowds were wilder. It was unbelievable
yeah.
what really went on here. I mean, people would actually come in here and build a city on Tuesday.
The scaffolding, right?
Yeah. I mean, they'd build stuff out of plastic, you name it. And obviously they used to have a big water pit over there, light it on fire. And,
Light the water on fire. Light the water on fire. A lot of tracks have stories to tell from back in the day that they had to clean up, unfortunately. But there are like ghosts out here that know these things.
well, this is where the 13 girls grabbed Bob Hanna. And Bob used to always like to pat dust off their behinds.
Oh, okay, okay.
And they actually pulled his pants down and signed his rear end.
No way.
Oh yeah.
13 girls.
13 girls. I just tackled them and just signed everything. And unfortunately, they didn't realize that he was a commando.
Oh, they I see. They were just going for the shorts. There wasn't anything else.
They got a big surprise.
We survived because you said
tell us some
13 stories. We're doing
stories
it.
from the 70s.
We're doing that right now.
Is this the one where
It
you
involves
stopped at
13 girls.
Stopped at the stoplight, but then you realized there was no stoplight. You guys were stopped in the middle of the freeway.
Oh yeah. But that was in before I became a motocrosser.
Oh, I didn't know there was that time.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know there was that time.
It was the 70s, man. It was the 70s.
Anything
That
goes.
was the 60s.
Okay, even better. Even better.
But I'll tell you, one time Hanna, being the character he was, decides he's going to go up on the hill.
Gonna go to the fans.
Yeah.
Right across the road.
Right across the road. Looking like a girl.
Dressed up.
Yeah, like a girl.
So the hill people is that hill, other side of the road. Okay,
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
the hill people.
Okay,
So he's sitting on the front of his car and waving to him. Next thing you know, they're all saying, "Show us your breast. I'll be a little gentle."
That was good, Bevo.
Okay.
Yes,
And,
to him.
Yeah.
To Bob Hanna dressed as a girl.
Yeah. And then all
Wow.
of a sudden they attack the car and he's going, hey, wait a second, I'm Bob Hanna. I'm not a girl."
I cannot believe. This is just for fun? He just wanted to do this.
Yeah.
Times have changed.
When he,
It expired in the 90s.
I want to have one thing, I want a disclaimer
All right.
that this all happened before cell phone. And everybody is a reporter.
Yeah.
I mean, it was,
I don't know what you're talking
Everybody
about.
has
It's
a
not like
camera
people are
there.
roaming around with
Hey,
cameras.
so-
What are you talking about?
So my best Bevo story.
Oh, you got one? Okay.
He was working with another goggle brand at the time, and we had this innovative roll-off system. So instead of having to pull the string,
Yes.
or pull a tear off, there was a little photo cell, like a light photo cell. Was it?
No, you were the one that had the test one.
Oh, the one. No, this one had a little air tube.
What?
Yeah.
I think it was like 89 or so.
I did not ever know about this
and
one.
he's like, okay, I want you to test these, but you can't lose them,
Okay.
right? No matter what.
Some guy from England sent it to us and said, hey,
It's a prototype.
this, protect us with your life. So he has them all.
Okay.
Leaving for my dumb ass to go race with them. It's super muddy.
Good choice.
Well,
Tell them how good it worked.
it worked amazing, but I went through the whole row so fast because you could just, like, it's right there and you kind of got the thing in your mouth. Yeah, I was like mid-pack. I was getting smoked. I was getting roosted. So pretty soon it ran out. So I got to take them off. To be fair, I'm like, okay, I can't let these things go. I'm trying to get them on the bars, and I effing dropped them.
Oh no.
And
The
then
one pair.
Never
you
found.
can say effing.
Effing fun.
Yeah,
We'll go with that.
okay.
They're gone.
Hi.
They're gone.
Well, I just want to know that I got effing.
Shoot out. Yeah.
Yeah, like all that stuff you can't say. Yeah, they were.
It was said.
Yeah.
That was getting said. They were gone. Never found.
Never found.
No wonder we never saw the roll-offs that worked that way. The prototype was destroyed.
Probably buried in the sand
Yeah.
out there in the sand woods.
Still out there. Jeremy or Alex Martin, go find them. We're gonna cruise around here a little bit. That's good stuff.
Oh, you leaving?
We're not. You got more?
Yeah.
You got more?
God
Well, I
bless-
know you have more.
God bless
yes.
America.
Yes.
My trademark.
That's how Bevo signs off every time in the announcer's tower. All right, we'll see you in a minute there. We'll be doing TV with Fro, and Bevo is iconic in this sport, now working for 100% Goggles, but he's been around in a variety of roles, including mechanic back in those halcyon, crazy salad days of Bob Hanna. As I always say, the best rider also was the best personality in the sport at the same time, and that's why he's a legend. Although now we're putting videos on YouTube, and maybe some of you folks don't remember that. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the atmosphere. So where are we at Unadilla? Well, we're at Unadilla, but where are we is this pivotal championship battle, as Fro and I were talking about, where now every point is going to count between Sexton and Tomac. It is darn close between the two of them, and I believe that part of the reason Ferrandis is back is to show off that beautiful #1 plate. and because he's a racer and he wants to race, but I also think they're motivated to maybe see if Ferrandis can get between Tomac and Sexton in motos, because as of late, as Emig always says, it's really just down to 2 guys now. They pulled so far ahead of the rest of the field. There is no chance of anyone stealing points away, so maybe Ferrandis has a shot at it. I don't think you can count on Ferrandis doing it in his very first race back. I mean, that'd be awesome if he's up there. 3-rider battle would be great. But with 8 motos to go, there is time to get this done, to see if he can get in there. It's been phenomenal, by the way, between Tomac and Sexton, and really good job by Sexton to pull it back within range here, because Tomac was on that big win streak, and Sexton ended that, got the win at Washougal, and this is historically, if you look at the stats, not a great track for Tomac. So what was beginning to look dire, like there's just nothing he could do. See, like Tomac, you can't beat him. Sexton has at least battled him to a draw at the last race, and he's going into a track where he has to have some confidence that maybe he can win again. And can you imagine if he actually takes that rope that was being tugged so hard by Tomac and actually pulled it back the other direction? It could be in play here. Another rider that's back, see this number 15 machine? That's Dean Wilson. Is going to be racing with us this weekend as well. I love this idea of guys coming back from injury. It's like a final send-off stretch run. I mean, 8 motos is enough for these riders to do some serious damage, to get their legs back under them, to ride well, and to be a factor. So good to have Dean back. And then I went by Club MX down there. We were supposed to get Phil Nicoletti back, but Phil broke his arm again because of the dark cloud that is Phil Nicoletti. There's Mookie's bike. That's what I wanted. It's back. Yep, 2014 through now, it's finally back. Phil Nicoletti was supposed to be back, but he re-broke his broken arm, so we will not get him. So Shane McElrath, hey, who was on that bike, he was filling in for Rockstar Husky. They didn't need him anymore because they've got both Wilson and Stewart back. Well, McElrath picked up a ride with Club MX, Muck-Off FXR Yamaha, so he's ostensibly the fill-in for Phil. Now that's a bummer, because I know that Phil had one major goal, and that was to finally race his buddy, who's also his teammate, Alex Martin, in a 450 race outdoors. They very rarely raced in the same class as each other, because Phil's more of a 450 guy, Alex more of a 250 guy. I think Phil liked his chances of taking his buddy down when they're both on 450s, but now we're never gonna see it. Phil will be back, but it'll be too late to race any races this year. And one other rider back, I want to find the Pro Circuit truck, I already walked by it, but Cameron McAdoo, who got jacked up at the first moto of the season at Fox Raceway, is back as well. And Ryder DeFrancisco is going to be racing also as he continues to work his way into the pro ranks. A lot of talk about Hayden Deegan wanting to turn pro. He can't go straight from the B class into pro. He's got to race some amateur races as an A rider in between. So I heard he was racing the amateur day today, and he'll race it again at Budds Creek. And then I think he'd have enough points. There's McAdoo's bike. I think then Deegan would have enough points as a pro, real quick, to get his pro license, and we should see Deegan at Ironman. I think that's the plan. If not, maybe the next week, which will be the finale there at Fox Raceway. But we should see Deegan as a pro at some point before this season is done. And I almost just tripped on that rock. That could have sent me back to the hospital. What's up, bro? Hey, you're Josh Hill. I remember you. You used to race, and now you're racing again. Yeah, Josh Hill. Now you, last year, you left a little on the table. You had gnarly speed. Have you been thinking about this for the last 364 days?
If I told you I've been not thinking about it, I'd be lying.
You'd be lying.
Yeah.
You remember Unadilla.
I remember Unadilla.
You guys were hauling. And you not even looped out, you backflipped.
Dude, yeah, it was I like to say 3/4 backflip.
3/4 backflip. Yeah.
It was not fun.
We don't want to talk about jacked up backflips. We do not want to bring up back. We don't want to bring up. Don't bring up bad memory. By the way, can you just bust one no problem now? Can you do it?
I can do it. Yeah.
See,
I
that's
don't do it that often.
But now you know how.
Yeah, I just do it off like dirt hits and stuff though instead of rings.
It's so weird to me, the early days of the backflip, when it was like, and then someday it just clicked and the dudes just do it. Like, so you can do it, it's not even that big a deal now.
I mean, it's still gnarly. I gotta amp myself up to do it.
Oh, you do? Okay. You need a little.
There better be a camera there. I'm not just gonna do it.
It's gotta be worth
I'm
it.
like 50-50 anyway.
It's gotta be worth it. Yeah. Yeah, what kind of footage are we gonna get? So, is it gonna...
It's coming.
Oh, it is. Okay, you already know where I'm going.
It's here. spent the last two weeks testing. 3
Okay.
weeks testing.
Yep.
And we're back on track. We're getting it.
And is there something about this track in general? Like, is that a coincidence you were going fast last year, or do you love this place?
I don't know. I love this place.
Okay.
I think it's probably between here and Ironman,
Okay.
which is my favorite track. So
Okay.
I like this place. I like the state. I like the atmosphere. Raced
Okay.
a lot up here growing up. So
Okay. All right. So your good tracks are still to come.
yes, sir.
All right. Tell me there's a chance. I like
This
it.
is my starting point.
Okay.
A little late, but I'm starting now.
Well, all these dudes are coming back. 8 motos is a lot. Like, there's enough time to do something like considerable in 8 motos. There we go. All right, we will not forget last year when Aaron Plessinger was, he and Ken Roxon had checked out, and then he didn't even loop out. He backflipped. So that's the story here. We got people back from injury. We've got a very close championship fight. Is there even a reason to talk about the 250 class? You know what the score is there. They're all hoping for even more bad luck from Jet Lawrence, who already spotted everybody a moto with a DNF and still has a 1 moto lead, even though there are certainly races where other riders can feel like, oh, I can beat him, I can take him. They haven't actually been able to execute that. Welcome back.
Yeah.
You've been doing a lot today. A lot of press, a lot of talking, a lot of explaining, or you've been pretty low profile?
The last hour, yes.
Oh, okay,
Before
you got
was
caught.
cool, but
And so I'm sure you've answered this question already, but are you like 100%? Is it early, or do you feel really good? Where are you right now?
no, I'm not 100%. My
Okay.
my thumb obviously is not it's not like before.
Oh, you still
Yeah.
feel it, the thumb.
No, I don't. I have no pain. It's good, but
Yeah.
it's just the strength. Like I need.
Yeah.
I need to walk a little more, but it's enough to ride. It's enough to handle tomorrow. So I was like, yeah, let's go.
Okay. And then what about the fitness stuff and not having ridden? Is that a factor, or is it more the thumb itself?
It's only the thumb because
Yeah.
I think my fitness may be better than I ever been because I work all summer. Like
Okay.
obviously it wasn't only my thumb I had surgery, so
Yeah.
the rest of my body. I cycle, I run, I did a lot of stuff, and I really tried to be. I use this time to work for next season to be
Okay.
very better physically for next season.
Yep.
So yeah, I hope it pay off.
You build a base.
He was just telling me he's been
Yeah.
battling with Ricky Carmichael.
Don't say that.
On a bicycle?
Yeah.
Okay, on a bicycle. He's retired, bro.
Yeah,
He's
but
retired.
He ain't tired.
Is he still gnarly?
Yeah, I mean, when I wanna beat him, it's difficult, but I
Okay.
still manage to be a little faster than
Well,
him.
you're current. You're spotting about 15 years. Yeah, you don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Okay, so results-wise, do you even know? He's a little worried about this. Shouldn't have said this. Fro don't care. He and RC go way
this
back.
out.
Yeah, fine. What about the results? Any idea? Like what you're even expecting, or you just gotta ride?
I think I have the fitness, I have the speed, but what I'm gonna miss, I think, is maybe at the start, you know, to handle this stressful situation at the
Yeah.
start, because I haven't raced since March in Supercross. So just this, and like in the first lap, when the mind is like when you used to race every weekend,
Yeah.
the mind is, it's natural, like you find a way, you in the mix. But for me, like I had to sit on my couch a little bit, so obviously my mind is gonna need a little bit of time to get ready to
Sure.
battle in the mix, to find the way to pass, to find the good line. So I mean, I want to be good. I want to, if I can't be top 5 podium, I want to beat that guy. But yeah, I can't expect too much because it's my first race coming back after months, and my thumb is not 100%, and this guy racing all summer, all year, so they are sharp, you know. So.
Have you ever raced Dungey on a big bike?
No, never.
Have you ever raced Dungey ever?
Never. No.
And any
I rode it too.
I did both of these guys. I did when I was in 250 in Europe on Kawasaki. I did I don't know if you remember this Red Bull Spanish race.
Oh, the
You
5
remember,
something, give me 5 or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Yes,
I
so
don't
random.
remember.
And it was motocross, right?
Yes, no, it was like motocross with a lot of jumps.
Okay.
And yeah, I did that race, and I
Oh.
went to the main. Like it was, we were 5.
Yeah.
And it was qualification, like quarterfinal, semi-final and stuff. And I went to the final with, I think, was Keroli, Marvin, Dungey, and Roxanne. I think it was Roxanne.
Wow, that's good company.
yeah.
Only KTM guy.
Yeah, exactly.
And 250, I was the only 250 guy.
It's pretty good. Yeah. You've earned the qualifications now, but back then you were probably like, hey, check me out.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, exactly. All right, welcome back. I'm glad you didn't just do what most guys do. they just call it a season.
I can't.
Yes.
I already missed the Supercross season,
Yes.
so I want to do at least.
Yep. And you got 8 motos, so it's not even just this weekend, but you got time to.
Yeah, maybe also another race after the season.
All right. You would like to? You would do it?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I want to see what I can do this weekend,
Okay.
and we move from there.
That'd be good. All right. Thanks.
And he's running the #1.
We saw that. It looks great. It looks great. That looks good right there. All right. A good way to end the show. We'll see how it turns out for Dylan Ferrandis. Wants to be a podium top 5 guy, but the thumb still hurts. We'll see how it turns out. Thanks for watching the Weege Show, brought to you by the Honda CRF450R. Pick your flavor for 2023.